Hello, Overkillers, and anyone new and any of our enemies listening. Hope you're having a great Sunday. We're not actually going to talk about Piers Cold Sore. I mean Piers Corbyn today. Even though he's in this picture, who we are actually going to talk about is here. Okay. So as I zoom in, yeah. So this gentleman is called Atheist Steve. So out of all the descriptions and words that could sum up him, that's what he chose. He chose to show the fact that he's an atheist. That's the most important thing to him, that he's an atheist, and that's his YouTube name, or that's what he's known as at Speaker's Corner. So, Atheist Steve, okay? So straight away that should give you an indication about what he's about. So as you can see in this frame here, he's literally right behind Piers Corbyn, and I watched this live and he literally walked right into the centre of the shot, just like a grey bleeder would do, like a Tapman would do, like a Pavlova would do, like a David Curtin would do, like Biased Amy, like Resistance GB, all these fakes, basically, all these fake acting knobheads, yeah? So like I said, he gets himself into the screen right now, right behind Piers Corbyn, and that's for a reason, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to rewind a bit, and we will look at something that happened at Speaker's Corner, a very controversial incident indeed. So have a look. So right now we're at Speaker's Corner. This gentleman in red is about to really do something that I would never advise anyone to do, which is just to almost start a riot. So just have a listen, and apologies for the language.
You are helping me and you don't even know it! You are helping me! Fuck Islam! Fuck Allah! Fuck Islam!
Do you see Steve the Atheist there, yeah? Watch, as he's got a major part to play in this. Keep watching.
Fuck Allah! You're next, mate. Keep pulling the good people away! Keep pulling the good people away! You're helping me! Fuck Islam! I suck Allah titties! Keep doing this! I'm asking, I'm begging you, keep doing this! You're helping me! You're helping me!
You flood round town.
Fuck Islam! There's no justice for Islam!
Right.
Islam's bullshit!
You love him.
So while this is happening, and this guy literally in red called Tan could literally have started a riot, yeah. You know, Steve, Atheist Steve, is enjoying this and actually wants it to carry on.
Right here! Fucking mob! Fucking cocks! Fuck Islam, Islam! Okay. Fucking cocks! Bullshit Islam! Fucking
Tan the man. Tan the man.
Now imagine that someone did that, not necessarily Muslims and Islam. Let's say they did it at some other kind of religion. I wonder how well that would go down. But obviously this is allowed to happen because they're protected. These provocateurs are protected. And yeah, you know who by.
No freedom of speech. No freedom of speech if you don't like Islam.
So what Atheist Steve is saying is basically that this guy's not allowed freedom of speech. There's a difference between freedom of speech and inciting a riot. If a certain amount of words is literally going to cause bloodshed, then I would say the freedom of speech goes out the window. Yeah, that's what I would say. If it's endangering lives, innocent lives, then I would say that isn't freedom of speech. That is racial or religious or whatever kind of hatred it is. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Let's placate the bully.
I believe you're committed
Let's
to public
appease the
order offence.
bully.
I'm asking you
You
to leave
can't
the park
speak
now.
out against Islam. Appease the bully. You appease the bully. Pick a corner here.
They know what to do. They know what to do. They know what to do. They know what to do.
And you are appeasing the bullies. You are appeasing the bullies. Shame on you.
They know what to do.
Shame on
They know
you.
what to do.
So basically, that tan guy in the red, who literally could have caused a riot, was correctly taken out of the park. And then this Steve guy is basically saying that the police are the bullies, that they did wrong by stopping what could have been bloodshed, basically. Yeah? Okay? So that sums up very well. Okay? So now let's go back to where we were. Okay? With this knowledge in mind. Right? Now, like I said, we're back here. This is not long ago. You remember when that Piers called Bin was doing that, you know, go and drink in Soho, defy the lockdown, yeah? And then we have Steve in the background trying to get into the frame so that, you know, people tie him to Piers Corbyn and then, you know, he can be used further on down the line. What's interesting about Atheist Steve is that he's actually a moderator on Subject Access's room. Isn't that interesting? So someone who wants Islam to be criticised to the point of where it could cause bloodshed is a moderator on Subject Access. So what does that tell you about Subject Access? He hardly has any mods, but the people that he chooses are people who there are doubts whether they are provocateurs themselves. We already know that Subject Access is friends with Pavlova. If you don't believe me, we will show you right now. So there you go, a very loving embrace there. Pavlova always loves to put his hands on men's shoulders. You noticed that with Chris before. Yeah, so isn't that a nice loving... I'm sure they're just friends. It's nothing deeper or closer than that. I'm sure they're not, you know. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. Okay, so Subject Access, friends with this actor here, and also has Steve the Atheist as a moderator. Steve the Atheist, who basically is in charge of allowing these provocateurs to do what they want to do, as you saw at Speaker's Corner with that guy in red shouting and swearing and saying all kinds of stuff. So like I said, Steve the Atheist is a moderator on Subject Access who doesn't really have any mods. So the fact that he is tells you everything about him, and it tells you everything about Subject Access, who is a fraud and has friends who are literally actors. And Subject Access, who also films what look to be fake arrests. And he also films people like Grey Bleeder, who is obviously, to anyone with a brain, simply put there to discredit any kind of anti-lockdown movement. All you've got to do is look at him, hear him talk, and you will realise that he's put there to discredit the movement. He's a perfect person to take photos of and stick them in the Daily Mail and make other people think, my God, these anti-lockdown movement people are absolute pricks. Yeah, that's what he's there for. Anyway, back to Atheist Steve. So here's Gazer Frackman, who I'm going to do a video about. Well, not about, but we're going to talk about him in the next video. Him and Nadia, or should I say, female Grey Bleeder. Now, so here's Gazer Frackman in his uniform, costume. And it's just a perfect shot, isn't it? You know, you got the police all standing there looking so intimidating. This guy here in his clown uniform. And then look who's looking. Who's just standing there looking on, guys? Can you see? Yeah? Our good friend, Atheist Steve. So he's just always there, isn't he? He's always there, just observing. And where have we heard that before? I'm just observing. A lot of people do that, don't they? Just observe. It's like when Subject Access says, I just film. Yeah, well, that isn't good enough. When you're dealing with the New World Order, it isn't good enough to just film. Where's your anti-vaccine movement, Subject Access? Where is it? I haven't seen it. haven't seen what you're doing to stop it. All I see you doing is just making money off fake events. So yeah, there you go. He's there at Speaker's Corner, observing what's going on with Gazer Frackman right there. He puts himself in the frame right there by Piers Corbyn. Yeah. Oh, and look, here we go. Here's a speaking part. So again, this was a Soho thing where they went and you know, defied the lockdown rules about being out at night and stuff like this. And here's what Steve does. He likes to be the spokesperson. So basically what it looks like is he's speaking for us. Look, he's confronting the police, saying how bad they are. Yeah. But I'm sorry, I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe it for a second. You're just there literally to make the people think that you're on their side, and therefore they don't need to go and confront the police because you're doing it for them. Whereas they probably know you. Yeah, and you know them. Simple as that. So, speaking part where he's literally there confronting the police, so you're supposed to think, oh, this guy's on our side, yeah? There he is on the left again. And look, there he is. Who's he right by there, guys? That's right, Pavlova. Stood literally next to Pavlova. So 2 fakes right there for you. Yeah? And then here again is another speaking part, right? And as you can see, this dude here is wearing the mask. So you know when it is, right? And again, what he's supposed to be doing here is he's supposed to be in the voice of the people, and he's confronting the police about the lockdown and all this crap. But like I said, in my opinion, he's just the same as these people here. But the difference is he's not wearing the uniform because he's not supposed to stand out. He's supposed to be there to make you think that he's on our side. Now, where have you heard that before? So there you go. Again, you see him there. And this guy to the left, you know, you've seen videos now, hopefully. He's security guard, as well as another guy for people like Hatun, Braden, and Pavlov. Yeah? So, isn't that funny? You got one dodgy guy here. Yeah? You probably got these dodgy ones here. And then you just so happen to have security guard for the agent provocateur standing right there, as you know, pretending like he's just there casually, not looking at the ruckus that's going on, just standing there casually looking at the phone. Nothing going on here, gov. You know what I mean? And even now he's still there, just on his phone, not worried about the confrontation that's going on. Why? Because it's fake, that's why. Yeah, so basically the theme is anywhere in London where there's some kind of political event, you will see the Steve guy. And that's not, you know, that's backed up with everything else that I've said. The fact that he's there at Speaker's Corner, he's watching this guy Tan say F Islam. He literally could have caused bloodshed and a riot to happen. But Steve actually had a go at the police for taking him away, saying that his freedom of speech was taken away from him. And like I said, freedom of speech is fine up to a point, but when it starts to cause bloodshed or the threat of bloodshed, then I'm sorry, it's gone too far. Okay? And this is when that stupid man, Resistance GB, aka No Resistance ET, aka Shit Actor, this was when he supposedly got arrested and was stood there for 10 minutes just spouting crap while they pretended to put him in a van. He also went like that for about 10 minutes as well. It's literally the most cringe-worthy thing I've seen in a long time. Anyone who watches that and thinks it's real, then my God, you're stupid. My God, you are stupid. If you actually think that the police would allow someone to talk like he did for 10 minutes about the police being bullies and all this crap, then you need your head checked. But like I said, who have we got here filming it? Atheist Steve. And as he's filming it, as they trying to put him in the van, yeah, Resistance GB, Steve is saying stuff like, "Are you proud of yourselves? Is this why you joined the force?" So all the time he's making out like he's anti-police, yeah. He's a sodding, he's one of them probably, yeah. Come on now. Oh look, there he is again, just standing there. Here's Pavlova, silly little actor, on the right. And then there's Steve on the left there. You know, just observing as usual. This is the thing about Steve, he's either observing or he's literally in the thick of it. And what he likes to do, like I said to you, is confront the police. But as far as I'm concerned, the confrontations are fake as hell. Okay, and there he is again, probably leaving a comment on John Overkill channel. So yeah, moderator at Subject Access, enabler of agent provocateurs, controlled opposition, makes out like he's anti-lockdown, that he's anti the police and how they handle things. I call that bollocks. And here he is with another provocateur, Red Cap Boy here on the left, yeah. So yeah. Oh look, here he is being filmed by Resistance GB. Okay. So basically this guy has got connections to all the scummy actors. All the scummy actors he's connected to. So he's connected to the scummy actor Resistance GB, as you can see here. Connected to Red Cap Boy. Connected to Pavlova, the effeminate shit actor, who again is anti-Islam, just like Steve, and that's why they're there, yeah, because they bring division, yeah, they were there to bring division. And there he is, filming the fakest arrest you'll ever see of Resistance GB, and who happens to be at this fake event as well. That's right, David Curtin, the so-called potential mayor, who chills with all these fake actors like Resistance GB and also Tatman, and gets filmed by Subject Access. They're all connected, they all promote one another, they're all scummy actors and they're liars and traitors. I won't lift a finger to hurt any one of you. All I do is give the information out. People know not to trust you. People know to avoid you, to not listen to what you have to say, to take what you say with a pinch of salt. Simple as that, yeah? Just observing. Just observing. Okay, so to summarise, we have Atheist Steve, who chose that name. Out of all the names, the most important thing for you to know is that he doesn't believe in your God. So basically, you know, straight away that causes tension. Now, he's allowed to be an atheist, of course he is. But are you really telling me that out of all the things that you could use to describe yourself, that's the most important thing to you, that you don't believe in a God, and therefore you straight away cause tension between anyone who does, so whether they be Christian or whether they be Muslim, whatever, yeah? But the funny thing is, you don't ever really go against Christianity. You only ever go against Islam, which is funny. So there you go. Like I said, always trying to get into the centre of the shot. If he isn't, then he has actually got a speaking part where he confronts the police and makes it look like he's on our side, where in fact he isn't. He's connected to all these scummy actors like Pavlova. Again, look, pretends like he's confronting the police, while the security guard here in the blue just stands on pretending like it's just a normal, organic, random thing that's happening. Yeah. And there he is filming. That's funny. What? I'm just looking at the what's on his screen. Why is it yellow like that? What you know? I don't know. It's a bit strange. Yeah, anyway, so there you go. What I'm trying to do is just bring some information and background and context to these characters that you might see. Knowledge is power, basically. If you didn't know who this guy was and then you just see him confronting the police, you'll probably think that he's on your side. And you'll probably applaud him and shake his hand afterwards. But I'm telling you, he is in charge of coordinating with the agent provocateurs, helping them film, helping them get filmed, etc., etc. Okay? There we go. Right. I'm going to do another video very shortly. So for now, hope you enjoyed this one. Hope the knowledge has made you feel more powerful. Unite the people to fight the evil. No new normal. Knowledge is power, peace, liberty, and justice for all. This is John Overkill, and I'm over and out. Peace to all the overkillers. Big up.